Yes, yes, yes. Wait a few minutes for some to join in live. Hello, hello, hello. If you're watching the replay, I decided to do this live feed. Maybe every few days I'll do it until I start the June support group for the Happy Wife Project. Because you know what? You need a daily dose. So I'm in here doing my journal entry for this morning. I just came home from the gym. It is 7:45 a.m. And most people think, like, I just don't know how you're so happy all the time. Well, I'm happy all the time because I'm very intentional about my happiness. So while I'm waiting for you all to come in, maybe for a few minutes, maybe first 2, 3 minutes, 7:45 seems like a good time. 7:45. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go through like my morning here real quick and some of the things that I do to keep myself happy, sane, joyful, because the joy of the Lord is our strength. I journal in the mornings. And I am rereading for the 10th time The Battlefield of the Mind. I probably started this book, shoot, probably in my 20s or 30s when it first came out. Normally I write in books, but this one I didn't. So come on in, get your tea if you're on the road, drive. So this is something I'm going to be doing daily in June in the Patreon for the Happy Wife Project because there are so many challenges out here, so many people telling us to divorce our spouses, even counselors and therapists. And some of the things in our lives um, just really involve more of us doing the work that we need to do. The battlefield is in the mind, but the joy of the Lord is your strength. Many of you all are not exercising your muscle, you're not going to the gym, you're not reading the things. You need a daily dose of inspiration. You need a daily dose of encouragement. We need a daily dose, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, again, thank you for those that join and those that are watching the replay. So, one of the things that I like to do is go to the gym in the mornings, get my hype on. I go cycle class. So, I love to be in the gym. I love community. I love fellowship. I love people. If you don't, ask yourself why you don't. Even if you're an introvert, ask yourself why you don't want to be around people because no one in the gym is really paying attention to you. So this morning I'm looking at the battlefield of the mind, and I'm not going to, read all of these, but I'm going to read some of the things that I've highlighted over the years. And this is a book by Joyce Myers, and then I'm going to do some of my journal entry and meditation and breathing. And this is how I stay grounded on my spiritual side, my mental side, physical side, my emotional side before I start the day. Do I do this every day? Not every day intentionally like this, but I want to start doing it because many of you need the daily dose, y'all. Okay, Steve Harvey gives us a little bit, but you need the daily dose. You need to be committed to your marriage, to yourself, to your happiness, to your habits, to your life before you walk in the door of your career, your home, dealing with these children, your husband, your grandchildren, whomever. You have to be grounded. So, on the battlefield of the mind, from the scriptures, we are in a war. We're not wrestling with flesh and blood, but against the depositions, despotisms, against the powers, against the world rulers of this present darkness, against the spirit of forces of wickedness in the heavenly supernatural sphere. From the scripture, we said we're at war. We are at war. Y'all, we are at war. We are at war. A careful study of this verse informs us that our warfare is not with other human beings, but with the devil and his demons. Our enemy attempts to defeat us with strategy and deceit through well laid plans and deliberate deception. Can you imagine that? You look at somebody and you just be like, you the devil. Well, they might really be the devil because the enemy attempts to defeat us with strategy and deceit through well laid plans and deliberate deception. There are people out here that are deliberately deceiving you because that is their assignment from the enemy. The devil was a liar. Jesus called him the father of lies, and all of that is false. He lies to you and me. He tells us things about ourselves, other people, our circumstances, our marriages, which is my intent of doing this support and the daily dose every day, that are just not true. He does not, however, tell us the entire lie all at one time. So that's why I am going to be stuck on this 80-20 rule for a long, long time. Many of you, either that are dating or that have been in marriages or are married like me, you realize at some point in time, I tell y'all, it's the same poo poo, different toilet. I don't care what toilet it's in, it's the same poo poo, different toilet. With the 80/20 rule, I had a conversation recently with my grandmother and realized that 80% of everything you're ever going to want is in your marriage or in that person, even that you're dating. You're like, oh, Montina, he's different. He's crazy. Nobody's 100%, not even you. You don't even have 100% of days every day. But guess what you do have? Out of 30 days, 24 days are going to be absolutely amazing. Oh my God, oh my God, they're going to be amazing. And 6 days are going to be like, dang, this is hard. Do you want to really throw away whatever it is that you have because of the 6 days that are difficult? No, no, you don't. So remember, there is an enemy attempting to defeat you with strategy and deceit through well laid plans and deliberate deception. So, what's your plan of strategy to defeat the enemy? What's your plan? That's why I have to get up every day and make a plan. He knows what we like and what we don't like. He knows our insecurities, our weaknesses, and our fears. He knows what bothers us most. He's willing to invest any amount of time it takes to defeat us. One of the devil's strongest points is patience. Can you imagine that? The devil, he's just patient with you. Oh, he patient with you. He patient with you. He patient with you. It's literally so freaking annoying. And people provoke you, annoy and anger you. My pastor, my grandmother's pastor this weekend said, you will be provoked to pray because people annoy you so much. Like, God, I need to just pray. But that is something that you are provoked to do. Now, again, I'm reading from the Battlefield of the Mind, and I'm happy that y'all are here. Hello, hello. If you're watching replay, I'm just sitting in the kitchen, came home from cycle class, and I'm literally writing in my devotion, reading my devotion, and just writing in my journal and just sharing it with you. So, whatever you're doing, getting dressed, showering, in the car, whatever, thank you that you're here. But the mind is the battlefield. And she does a summary of the situation. Thus, so far, we've seen that we are engaged in a war. We have a real enemy. The mind is the battlefield. The devil works diligently to set up strongholds in our mind. He does it all through strategy and deceit, well laid plans, and deliberate deception. And he's not in a hurry. He's patient. He takes time to work out his plan, and we are impatient. That's why, again, I'm doing something with the Happy Wife Project called Support for those of you that want to stay married. There's so much out here. Girl, I won't put up with that. Oh, you need to divorce him. Oh, that's too hard. If he ain't cheating you and beating you, then you probably need to stay. This is a real world out here, y'all. And it's really, really different. Let's examine the plan more clearly through a parable. And she does list a parable here, but again, I'm just going over some of the highlights. The weapons are the word received through preaching, teaching, books, tapes, seminars, private Bible study, but we must abide or continue in the word until it becomes revelation given by inspiration of the Holy Spirit. Continuing is important. Continuing is important. We must continue to use the weapon of the word. Praise defeats the devil quicker than any other battle plan, but it must be genuine heart praise, not just lip service, genuine heart praise. And I say here that no weapon formed against you shall prosper because the joy of the Lord is your strength. When I start these calls in June 2024, I'm going to say that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And you're going to say, because the joy of the Lord is our strength. And that's going to be our outgoing from that call. Prayer is our relationship with God. We have to have praise and prayer. Praise and prayer. Praise and prayer. So learn to fill your prayers with the word of God. You might think, Montina, why are you doing this? Because I'll be going through it just like y'all do. There is nobody in this world that ain't going through something at some point in time, but I am proactive instead of reactive. Because I don't know about you, but I get tired of the devil trying to mess with me. I just don't play. And the devil messes with you through people. Through that, he's an adversary. He has deliberate plans. I'm actually going to record this so I can see it every single day and be reminded when somebody get on my nerves that the devil is deliberate. I have a real weird cough that's come up. It is deliberate that he's trying to get to me through my body. Okay, I have allergies too, though. But deliberate plan. Where did I read that here? Deliberate plans. Oh, here it is. Okay? He does it through strategy and deceit, through well laid plans and deliberate deception. Somebody deliberate. I mean, I don't know. I've read this book so many times, but deliberate deceptions. So, generally speaking, people justify misbehavior. Our past may explain why we're suffering, but we must not use it as an excuse to stay in bondage. And God will walk with us across the finish line of victory in any area if we are willing to go all the way through it with Him. So, what I want to do is encourage you today and every single day, especially again, if y'all are married, to see it through. 50% of marriages, first marriages, and then divorce. 67% of second marriages end in divorce. 73% of third marriages end in divorce. But divorce is not always the answer. And that's why men get on my nerves. You get on their nerves too. They do get on our nerves though, y'all. But the 80-20 rule, 24 days out of the month are like, oh, this is okay. I can do it. And the 6 days are not worth throwing in the towel. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So remember also, their problems, whomever you might be dealing with, are internal in their thoughts and attitudes. Their outward behavior is only a result of their inner life. So I want you to control your inner life. And again, I go to cycle, I go to Pilates. I have a full day of meetings today. I got to go into the city. I'm doing some work at Georgia Tech. And I'm telling you, this is the way that I make sure that my cup isn't overflow. Y'all be up here just here to the brim or halfway. You cannot live a full life in a half full cup. I don't care. The cup is half empty. Whatever. You have to live a life in overflow. You have to live a life in overflow. And I've done it for so long, and I realized that there are so many people that aren't doing it. I'm in other support groups, and I was like, oh, there's a support group for this and this and this. Where's the support group for people that are married or desire to stay married or desire to be married? Since everything online is talking about, oh, these men ain't this, these women ain't this. Okay, but there's a handful that are amazing. So what I have here that I'm writing in my journal today is I put the 80-20 rule to remind myself that 24 days of my life are going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be 6 days that's going to be poo-poo. Oh my God, you're looking at the negative. It is what it is. Okay, because remember, the enemy has a real deliberate plan. You need to notice deliberate deception, strategy, and deceit. So I have a marketing company, and when you deal with strategy, it's like the overall big picture, and there's tactics that we put in. So Facebook is a tactic, LinkedIn is a tactic, video production is a tactic. What's the overall strategy? Well, they want to have more sales, they want to have more awareness, more education, more information, but ultimately people want to scale their business and be successful. So we have to use the tactics. So think about what's your overall strategy in your life. Do you want to be happy, healthy, full? I want to be a whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing broken woman. And I want you to be a whole, complete, nothing broken, nothing missing person. Because I know I have some men that listen to me. Y'all, this is no joke. I've been on YouTube since 2009. This is a newer channel, but this is no joke. Like I'm realizing in life, like this is no joke. If you don't have a real strategy to defeat the enemy that works through people, then you're going to have a real hard not life. Okay, some of the things I've been going through, I'm like, what in the world is going on? But again, I don't play. I'm not playing with no enemy. I'm not playing with nobody trying to defeat me. I'm not playing with nobody trying to annoy me and provoke me and make me angry all the time. Are you crazy? Oh yeah, let me tell you something. Something happened in my life recently. And do you know I had to say, oh, okay, we playing games? I declare war, y'all. I'm crazy for real. We have to stop allowing people to upset us and anger us and annoy us and run around frustrated. We have to declare wars. I want to encourage you today. Again, this ain't no Bible study. I guess maybe it is, but we have to get through this life together. So I plan on coming on live pretty much every day for a while. And then I'm going to do a Zoom if you're on my Patreon. Um, and I'm just coming home from the gym. I'm all sweaty and stuff, but I have a little journal. I'm writing in my journal. And what I like to do is kind of just write a reflection. And then I actually write some things here about the love I have for my husband, the love I have for my life. I used to do something years ago called scripting. You can actually write out a script for your life. You have to prioritize your happiness. Are you willing to do the work for your happiness as you go throughout this day? And I've listed like a bunch of things that make me happy. So that's what I want to encourage you to do. So in your journal today, again, and then at the end of my journal, I'll put just how I feel for this day. And every day is not always a great day, but I strive for a great day. So at any time that you need, that pick me up, I want to encourage you to join a support group, to get a therapist, to just send a hello. I have a commitment to send a hello to 5 people a day. I take a picture at the gym and I'm like, hey, and I commit to sending it to 5 people a day. Yeah, I know it sounds wonky, but I do it because folks are really going through it. They are laying off teachers. They are laying off teachers. Okay. People are afraid of getting laid off. People aren't doing as well as they look. People are fighting in their marriages. People are dating people that are deceiving them and making them want to lose their lives. One of my cousins, her ex, they broke up. She's with him like 25 years. And he ended up going with somebody else. It was a murder suicide. And this was just last month. People have they are really battling some things. So that's what I'm here to help us all do. The battlefield's in the mind, but we got this, y'all. And this ain't no like just praying, get out here, put on the whole armor when you get through, get up every day. Y'all, hey, ain't nothing wrong with social media, even though I'm not on it, outside of YouTube and LinkedIn. But when you get up, go to the gym. Go get in a cycle class. Go put some music on that you enjoy listening to. Go walk around your block. Get active. And for my women, y'all know you need to be defined as fit, feminine, friendly, fun, interesting, nice, exciting, energetic, sexy, sassy, trauma free. Everyone, oh my God, Tina, you have so much energy because I get up and I'm intentional, y'all. You can't go to my cycle class and not be hyped. All right, y'all. So I want to take just a minute and right here in my journal. And again, you can have an online journal, but y'all should be doing something every day. Okay. The battlefield is in the mind. So, like I said, I'm going to start at the end. I'm going to say, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And why? Because the joy of the Lord is our strength. Even for our men, we are praying for y'all too. Okay. So, y'all have an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And I'll see you in the next video, y'all. Bye. Thanks for joining me, Big Tone. Thanks to the rest of y'all that joined. And thanks for watching the replay if that's what y'all doing too. Let me get my journal in. Bye, y'all.